What will the 2023 NFL free agency class look like? Well, I've got you covered here. How's it going, guys? Jason here, and I'm going to just go over my top 15 NFL free agents going into this year. But before we do dive into that, go ahead and let us know down in the comments who your top 5 free agents are going into this offseason. There are a lot of names to choose from, but go ahead and let us know. We want to hear what you have to say. Also, we do have a free agency tracker. We'll also be linked down below. Go ahead and check it out every so often. But let's just dive right into this. At number 15, I have Jadeveon Clowney listed, an edge for the Cleveland Browns. This is mostly because he still has some left in the tank. I mean, you see it. He's a silent difference maker. He's able to make those differences when you need it. He's able to get to the quarterback if need be. I mean, he still has some left in the tank that any team would be good to sign. At number 14, we got Dalton Schultz, a tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, who has really came into his own these past couple of years. He's really turning into one of the league's top tight ends, and any team will be fortunate to sign him. I think he stays with the Cowboys. There's not really anything going there. The question is, will the Cowboys have the space? But if not, every team will be in on the Dalton Schultz sweepstakes for tight end. At number 13, I got Jordan Poyer, a safety for the Buffalo Bills. And need I say anything more? He's a safety on the Bills. The Bills have had one of the top defensive units this year. They are a really good core, and Jordan Poyer really looking like he's on the top of that safety class, or near the top, that any team will be willing and able to get in there and pay good money to him to do what he does. At number 12, we have Cam Sutton, a cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Cam Sutton really looking like a good corner as part of this defense. The Steelers need to retain him. They need to retain all their defensive agents, or free agents, if you think about it. They really have a good team brewing. But ultimately, you're looking at Cam Sutton really being a strong corner, a nice replacement for Joe Hayden, who unfortunately did retire. I think it was going into this year. At number 11, we have Patrick Peterson, a cornerback for the Minnesota Vikings. And I guess at this point I should mention, I did use PFF's top 50 to make this list, so there might be a little bit of inspiration drawn from that. Big shout out to PFF, you know who they are. But anyway, Patrick Peterson, an elite shutdown corner. Any team will be willing to dish out any kind of money because he is one of the top corners in the league right now. You can't really get much better than him. So if you can get him, you're really in a good spot. At number 10, I have James Bradberry, a cornerback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Bradberry really being part of that shutdown Eagles defense. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the Super Bowl. If he can shut down Patrick Mahomes. But I mean, he is once again, like Patrick Peterson, one of the top of the class. He is a really good one that you should be able to pay a good bit of money to, and he'll do anything he can to get you those wins. At number 9, we're shifting things up a little bit with David Long, a linebacker for the Tennessee Titans. Now, David Long has done a real good job just doing what he needs to do, being able to get to the quarterback when assigned, being able to fall back when need be. I mean, he's been looking pretty solid. I think that any team will be in a real good spot to try to sign Long, and long term, you could see him really being a difference maker in the right scheme. At number 8, we have defensive lineman Javon Hargrave of the Philadelphia Eagles. He has spent his whole career playing in Pennsylvania. Does he move outside of Pennsylvania? I don't know, but he has been strong and one of the best defensive linemen in the league, and really, any team will be fortunate to bring in his services. He's able to get to the quarterback, get pressure, generate those sacks. Well, maybe not necessarily generate the sacks, but at least generate pressure to force the quarterback out of the pocket, force him to have to make throws on the run. And he is a really strong defensive lineman. At number 7, we have a surprise quarterback, Geno Smith, Genoa Salami, making it on this list of the Seattle Seahawks. And I mean, it just goes to show, he can play really well in a system designed for him to win. This year proved it. I mean, he was always the perennial backup. But this year showed that he can be a strong quarterback in the right system. So I think a lot of teams will be willing to pitch in and try to get Geno Smith for their team because they think they'll have the right system for him. At number 6, we have offensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, Orlando Brown Jr., one of the top offensive tackles you can get. And really just looking at him, he's one of the best you can find anywhere. I think the Rams are going to try to do anything they can to get him, but the Chiefs are going to do what they can to retain him. He's on a winning team. He's probably going to want to stay with said winning team, even if it means taking a little bit of a pay cut. Not a lot, but a little bit. And the Chiefs should be able to work something out with him. But if not, beware. Wherever he goes, he will make a difference and protect whoever he is protecting. At number 5, we have the Cincinnati Bengals safety, Jesse Bates III. He has been a really strong safety in that in that defensive unit for the Bengals. And, I mean, he's made differences in the past couple of years, especially as the Bengals have gotten better. He did do a decent job in the Super Bowl run, and, I mean, just looking at it, he has been one of the top safeties, and any team that can try to get his hands on him should try to get their hands on him, because he is a really good shutdown type of safety. At number 4, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback, Tom Brady. Hey guys, Jason here. Just needed to provide a little update real quick in this video, as we did get some news on Tom Brady just this morning. He did announce his retirement, but I still stand by Tom Brady being my number 4 most sought after free agent. Just because I'm not convinced that he's done. Because you don't go and ruin your family life to play 1 year of football. So I would suspect he might have a chance at coming back. But yeah, back to the video. And it's surprising he's only at number 4, but some people might say it's a little bit too high. But I think that's because he really is a good quarterback if he is in the right scheme anymore. He's definitely on the wrong side of 40, but he is able to win. He's not going to lose you games, I'll tell you that. He's not going to be the reason you lose games. So if you put him in a winning system, like the Jets, like maybe the Raiders, I don't know, or even like the Niners right now. Those 3 teams are really, especially the Niners and Jets, are built to win with an elite quarterback. So wherever he goes, if he goes to either the Jets or the Niners, he'll be a really good chance of being a winner. So he still has a lot left in the tank in the right system. Number 3, we have running back Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants. He has been one of the best running backs of recent times. He is only outclassed by one other running back who is also a free agent this year. But anyway, Barkley really great when healthy. That's the big thing, though, is he does have injury concerns coming alongside with him. So if you can not have the injuries as much, you can do a lot with him, but he is very injury prone, meaning you'll probably want to offer him a smaller contract as a result. Well, speaking of the other running back, at number 2, we have Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders. I have been really high on this guy for years. I've been high on him ever since he came out of college. And I mean, this year just proved it. He has been one of the best utility backs there is in the league. And I think that any team would be getting in there. Every team will be trying to get in for Josh Jacobs. So he'll be able to choose wherever he wants to play and whoever he wants to play for. So I think he really has the upper edge, and there's a lot of teams that will be a really good fit for him. So we'll have to see where he goes with that. And last but not least, at number 1, we have quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson. One of the best young quarterbacks, the best young quarterback available this year. And the Ravens, he might not stick around with them. Greg Roman's gone. They're in offensive shovels. They have no wide receivers. He can go to any team and be successful in a lot of teams. So I think that Lamar Jackson's going to be on the move. The question will be as to where. Let us know also where you think he'll go in the comments below if you have any ideas. But I guess that's about going to do it for us today. If you guys did like, don't forget to smash like and subscribe if you are new around here. We did just cross 300 this past week, and let's see if we can hit 400. Let's try to hit 400 by, let's say, the start of USFL. Why not? We'll set that milestone. We'll set that marker. And I guess also let us know down in the comments your top 5 free agents. Where you think Lamar Jackson ends up going, let us know. We want to hear what you guys have to say. And also, why don't you check out the recap for this last week. Should be popping up about over here right about now if it has not already. Go ahead and check it out, see how we got to the Super Bowl matchup we have, and we will see you guys later this week for both AFC and NFC draft needs for every team. And I guess with that, we will see you guys later. Peace out and have a good one.